Jonathan Vigliotti has sent us a postcard from Sri Lanka. And no doubt about it, it's a whale of a tale.
The remote island nation of Sri Lanka is a picture book paradise. Here, stilt fishermen defy gravity, waiting for a bite, while herds of elephants cool off under the hot island sun. But we've come all this way in search of different beasts that roam just off the coast. The Indian Ocean is home to one of the most diverse whale populations in the world. As many as 18 species live here. And no one can get you closer to these animals than American wildlife photographer Patrick Dykstra.
Every time I have an encounter, I just catch my breath and think, oh, this is so spectacular.
The Denver native has spent the last decade traveling the world documenting whales, from the cold waters of Norway to the warm waters of the Caribbean.
He's turning just to the right.
But it's here in Sri Lanka, Dykstra found an ocean unlike any other.
Why did you choose this country?
Well, the data that was coming out of Sri Lanka was really strong enough for me to want to come here and explore.
At one point, local whales were nearly hunted to extinction until whaling was banned in the 1970s. Sri Lanka's bloody civil war began soon after and made researching the population dangerous. But when the war ended decades later, Dykstra found that, left alone, life beneath the surface flourished. It became the perfect canvas for the up-close and personal shots Dykstra's taken in oceans all over the world. We joined him on one of his extreme photo expeditions. Today's subject, a massive sperm whale.
When the whale comes to the surface and it's full speed ahead, this is really when it gets exciting.
You're like a cowboy on the water.
Exactly. Hold on tight.
We followed in the wake of a pod of dolphins to an area he calls Whale Alley.
We're watching the exact movement of that whale to see, is this a good chance to go in? Should we maybe not go in?
Can you tell when a whale is friendly versus when it's not in the mood to play?
Absolutely.
You have a deeper understanding of these whales.
Yeah, it's a scientific approach. Riaz, can you give me a hand?
His approach requires specialized gear to listen to them from underwater, and drones to film from above, along with a team of whale spotters, a practice in patience, considering some whales stay underwater for more than 45 minutes.
I just love being out on the sea and the challenge of getting close to them and of learning about them and of showing others how incredible that experience can be.
In a sense, his intimate portraits allow us to stand on the shoulders of giants and could at the same time help protect them from a growing threat, the increasing flow of cargo ships that cut through their habitat.
What do you think needs to happen to protect the whales?
Well, there's some arguments right now, and part of what we're doing out here with data collection is trying to see if we should move the shipping lane, because it's harder to move the whales.
Out of the blue, our whale resurfaces.
Right here, right here. So we're gonna go off the left side, Jonathan?
As we kick our way through the water, he finally comes into focus, all 50 feet of him. It took 8 hours of chasing, only to see the whale for a few moments.
The whale is so big, so when you get up close to it like that, all of your peripheral vision and your forward vision, it's all a whale.
It's all a whale, it was.
Which is incredible. I've done this a few times, and my heart's still pounding out of its chest every time.
That kind of perspective, it really changes everything.
It's incredible.